Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while. So I've actually filmed this video before. I filmed this video already and edited it and got everything ready to upload, but I just didn't like it. So I thought rather than uploading a video I didn't like, I would just refilm it. But just now I am just about to go to work for my last day at work before the lockdown in Scotland. So I am trying to film this in 30 minutes, so we shall see. And so it's a very quick tutorial I'm going to show you. So today's video was meant to be a first impressions of the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, but of course I've already filmed this before, so I guess you could say it's a second impression, but I filmed this weeks ago, so I guess it's a first impression again because it's been so long. So I have only used it once already. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments. How is everyone? I hope the situation in your area is okay right now. In Glasgow there's a lockdown beginning actually tonight, so I'm just about to go to work, hence the rush. If you don't know, I also do eyebrows and lash lifts and things like that, so everyone's wanting their fresh brows done before lockdown, you see. So yeah, so let's get on with it. So I've already primed my skin with the Bobbi Brown face base, and I didn't put moisturiser on, I just put that on because I'm going to use a very moisturising foundation. So as always, I'm going to start off with the skin. So I'm using the It Cosmetics CC cream and I'm mixing medium and light together. Light is too light and medium is too dark. You know me, I love to mix. And I'm popping that on with an Olivia Hale contour brush. So I'm not going to tell you all the brushes that I'm using just because I'm short on time. But if there's any questions about brushes that I'm using, just let me know in the comments and I'll answer. So I'm just taking this all over. It's a really nice moisturising light coverage product for your face. I really like it, but I do find the shades are quite yellow, and this is a little bit yellow for me, but by the time I blend it all in it works out totally fine. And as you can see, I have nice laminated eyebrows. I done them myself just because I've been so busy. I didn't have time to go to the salon or anything. But yeah, we're about to go into another lockdown today. I'm obviously very sad about that because that means I can't work anymore in the salon for 3 weeks apparently, but who knows how long it's going to be. Last time they said 2 weeks and it ended up being 4 months. So we shall see. But yeah, I hope you guys are okay. And okay health wise also, and mentally. Everything. I know this is a really stressful time, so I hope you're all doing okay. My DMs are always open if anyone needs a chat or just needs someone to talk to. Just DM me on Instagram. I'll leave my details below. So although I'm not as active on YouTube just because I'm so busy with work, but obviously there is going to be a lockdown, so I will have a lot more free time. So expect to see lots more tutorials. So I'm just putting this on in thin layers and then just having a look and seeing where I need more coverage. So the lighting will be very different from my normal lighting. I'm using 2 LED lights today. I don't know if that's a good thing to be honest because they're so harsh, so you can actually see everything. So this is very true to life. All the colours, and my hair looks very yellow on camera. That's because it is. Obviously all the clients in the salon need to get seen to first. Hopefully I can get my hair done after the lockdown. I don't fancy doing a DIY job on blonde roots. That could be very dangerous with bleach. So I think I might need to go back to the peach hair. That's what I was planning on anyway, doing the peach hair. So next I'm going to use the Maybelline Eraser Concealer. So I'm using 2 different shades, one for around the face and one under the eyes. So I'm using light and nude. So under the eyes I'm going to use light. I really love this concealer, it's fab. Oh actually, since I've put this so low, I'm also going to use the Becca under eye corrector. Pop that on under the eyes first. This is very light reflective. It's not the strongest of correctors, but I actually find it works really well. It looks like it wouldn't work because it isn't very pigmented, but actually it performs very well. So I was very surprised about that discovery. Maybe you heard me mention it in a few videos before. I'm just looking down because my mirror's down there. And then I'm going to take some of my Too Faced concealer on the eyelids as an eye base. Then I'm taking the darker shade of the Eraser Concealer, Nude, and just taking that around the sides of the nose, so then I'll just blend that in. So for an extra pop of brightness under the eyes, I'm taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer, and this is in a nice light shade, so it will highlight under eyes. So before I set the makeup, I'm going to take some of the iconic original Illuminator and just pop that at the top of the cheekbones. I probably will use a powder highlighter too, but I really like this one because it gives a wet look to the skin. It gives a beautiful shine. You just can't mimic that shine with a powder really. It doesn't compare to a powder, it's really fab. Lovely. Okay. Then to set the makeup, I'm taking the NYX HD powder. I'm taking a slightly smaller brush for under the eyes, patting that on. I'm also going to set the concealer on the eyelid. So as you can see, this is actually quite a light coverage look. It's really natural and fresh on the skin. I didn't want to do anything heavy at all. I'm just going to use a smaller brush around the brows, just so that I don't get lots and lots of powder on them. Then I'm moving on to bronzer. So I'm taking an oldie but a goodie, the Revolution Baked Bronzer in Golden Days. Yep, Golden Days. This is it here. The lid always breaks off, which really does my head in, but it's such a beautiful bronzer. It's very comparable to the Hourglass bronzers. I feel like those. So it's super healthy looking and luminous, but it doesn't have any shimmer in it at all. It's just nice and light reflecting in the best way possible. I actually prefer this bronzer to the Hourglass ones, you know, and it's £4. I don't know if you can get this exact shade anymore, but Revolution always have shades similar to this in the baked bronzers. This is another one here. This is Take a Vacation. Very similar colour, but I think that's like the new version of that. That one's just a little bit cooler toned, and this one's nice and warm. I'm just taking it around the hairline also. I'm taking the Botanic Beauty Blush in Pink Freesia. Again, you would have seen this in many of my videos. For my own makeup, I like to keep it simple and use just one makeup bag actually. I do have drawers and drawers full of makeup. That's my own personal makeup, but I always stick to one kind of big makeup bag with the main things I use, and then a smaller one of like my daily stuff. So that's why you might see I use quite a lot of the same products. But I think that's good because we don't need to always use brand new everything all the time. We can use a mix of old and new makeup wise. So I don't like to encourage people to always buy makeup the way I do for my work. Obviously in normal circumstances I buy makeup every couple of days for work, to be honest. It's a bit crazy, but not at the moment. So I'm going to top up that highlighter slightly with a little bit of the Illamasqua OMG highlighter. So I'm just taking that on a very small brush. It's stained pink, it doesn't actually have pink eyeshadow on it, and I'm just taking it right at the cheekbone there. That, just a tiny bit. Okay, now it's on to eyes. So I would also of course set that with a setting spray. I've been trying the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, but when I spray it, it leaves random white marks on my face. I'm not quite sure about that, so I'm not really liking that at the moment. Firstly, for eyebrows, I've already brushed them up, but I'm going to take the Glossier Boy Brow in brown and just brush them up a little bit more and just set them in place with this product. So if, like me, you have, to be honest, really bad eyebrows that are very thin, very sparse, normally the only way, apart from getting microblading done, that you can transform them is by getting a brow lamination, which is the treatment I do for eyebrows for people, and it's very popular, very effective, and I just find, as you can see if you go to one of my other videos, I'll link one in the cards above. If you have a look at them, my eyebrows are horrendous if I'm totally honest. I just overplucked them when I was younger and then they've never grown back. And as you can see, this makes a massive difference for me. So it's a must for me getting these brow laminations that have literally changed my eyebrow game big time and saved me so much time every single day. So I'm taking the Primark Skinny Brow Pencil in dark brown and then just adding to where is a little bit more sparse. So like underneath, for example, this hook brow shape that I have needs to go. She just needs to go. So this helps me just make the brows look a bit more uniform and just fill in any colour. But I find with a brow lamination, I don't like to put too much product through my brows when I have this, because the lamination does the work for you. You don't really need to do much to them yourself. I just like to add in little bits here and there. So that's the brows done, and I'm moving on to eyeshadow. So this palette is absolutely stunning. So what I found the first time I played around with this palette was that the colours look brown, but they're actually very pink. So this is a palette here. So those shades that look warm brown are absolutely not, they're pink. So I'll show you. So I'm going to use this shade Crash, which definitely looks brown but it's pink. It actually looks quite mauve on the camera. So I'm taking that on a Morphe 456 brush and just getting quite a lot of that and just popping that all around the eye. So it's a very mauve colour. It is nice though, it is very mauve. It's absolutely not what you'd expect on the eyes, to be honest. It looks brown but it's definitely mauve. So the only thing I would say this palette is definitely missing is just a standard brown shade. I know I would prefer the palette so much more if it had that in it, but unfortunately it doesn't. I feel like that's what this palette is really lacking. I feel like they could have switched out one of the shades even just for a standard brown shade, a standard matte brown, but they haven't. So I do like this shade. It takes a while to build up. I would say this is just a palette that you'd need to use in conjunction with other things. You couldn't really use it on its own, I wouldn't say, unless you do want it to be very pink or mauve. So I'm taking that colour quite high up, and this is a great detail brush. This is a great brush for colours in the crease or for using bright colours, because although it's nice and fluffy, it's not too big, so you can actually get into the areas that you need. So next I'm going to take the shade Karma, this one here, just on a slightly bigger brush, and just sweep that through the crease just for a bit more warmth. So that's a little bit too cool tone for me. So this is a lovely shade. This is definitely one of my favourite shades in the palette. So also let me know what looks you want to see over lockdown. Like I said, I'll have more time so I can show you lots more looks. I've been really missing YouTube actually. It's only a time factor, that's why I haven't uploaded videos. I've just really not had time. So I've been working on another job online, working from home on my computer, as well as doing my social media business. So those have been really taking over my life, which I can't complain about because I didn't work for like four or 5 months during the first lockdown. So it's really nice to actually have a job again. but it's 12-hour shift, so I start when it's dark and I finish when it's dark, so there's no time for filming in there. And then Thursday is my only day off, so I always go and do something that day. And then Friday I'm usually at the salon doing eyebrows and lashes, and then a Saturday's the same, I'm always in the salon again. Then Sunday I'm working at my other job, and then night times I'm doing my social media stuff. So yeah, so life is very busy. Although it's locked down, it's actually a crazy time for me, which I can't complain about. Then under the eyes I'm going to take the same shades, so Crash and Karma, so these two here, and just pop that underneath the eyes with a small brush. So just look up and pop that under there. So I'm focusing Crash on the outer corner, and then I'm going to use Karma underneath it just to smoke it out and make it a bit more warm. I really love that colour. I think that's my favourite colour in the palette, you know. It's a very, very nice shade. So that's just brightened the whole look up, which is really nice. I'm going to actually add a little bit more of Karma because I really like this shade. It's much, much better. I've seen Huda Beauty's got a new palette coming out, or it's just been released, I'm not too sure. So I might need to get my hands on that soon, but I'm trying to be good and not buy too much makeup. So because I don't have very oily eyelids, I can go ahead and use shimmer shadows straight on my eye with a wet brush. But if you find that your eyeshadow comes off real easy, or if you're wearing this for a long time, which I'm absolutely not, then you can use an eye primer again, something like the P. Louise base, wherever you're going to put the shimmer, and then put your shimmer on top. So for shimmers today, I'm going to take the shade Galaxy, which is this one here, and I'm just going to spray that with a facial spray. This is a New Skin Hydrating Mist, and I'm just going to sweep that along the eye. It's a beautiful, beautiful colour. I'll zoom you in slightly for eyes so you can see better. So I'm just taking the shade Galaxy again and just popping that on the first half of the eyelid. It's a really, really beautiful colour, and then just keep adding it until you're happy with the depth and how shimmery it is. So I want this to be very, very shimmery. I love a shimmery look. And then next I'm going in with the shade Supernova, which is this one here, and just popping it in the middle, but sweeping it from outside to inside so that it blends in with Galaxy. And then you can just blend the rest out into those outer corner shades. So very, very pretty colours, and like I said, a nice easy wearable look. So it's nice and fast, although it looks quite glam because it's nice and shimmery. And you can add some false lashes with this if you want. I'm not going to, I don't use false lashes that often. But what I will do is give my eyelashes a little curl. So before I put my mascara on, I'm going to use some of this Revlon So Fierce Final Eyeliner. And it's like a nice rich rum colour. And just run this right along the lash line. This is very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk liner. A really nice shade, and it just adds something a little bit different. And then I'm just going to blend that in slightly with a little eyeliner brush. We must not forget the inner corner. So I'm going to use the shade Cosmic here. That's a nice light pink one. Just on a little fluffy brush. Just adds a nice shine. This isn't that pigmented, that shade, so I would use quite a lot of that if you're going to use it. You need a lot of it. So I'm firstly using the MAC Extended Play Mascara, and I like this mascara because it's such a small wand. I can actually coat the eyelashes. So I go like that, and then I do the bottom lashes. For the top lashes, I'm using the Maybelline Lash Sensational as always. So I'll see you once I've done that. So that's the eyes done and the mascara on. So it's a very nice wearable look, like I said. Then for lips, I'm taking the Douglas Ready for Brown liner. I got this when I was in Germany, but it's just a nice deep pink shade. Formula of them is very similar to the MAC pencils as well. So for lipstick, I'm using the Natalie Grace Cosmetics lipstick in Ever After. So Natalie is a fellow makeup artist from Glasgow. So if you need any nice lipsticks for your friends and family for Christmas, I would seriously suggest Natalie's products because they're very nice quality and it's great to support a small local brand. So they're super creamy, really, really beautiful lipsticks. Then to finish, I'm using the Fenty Glow Lip Gloss. But this look would also be very nice with a pink lip. So this is the look here. So it's nice and glam with the skin, but the eyes are actually very soft. And the skin makeup itself is very natural too. It's actually a very light coverage foundation I've used with a nice fluffy brows and a nice soft lip. I think I would actually prefer this with a pink lip, so definitely feel free to try that and let me know how you got on. And let me know also your thoughts on this palette. I do really like it, it's just the fact that the colours look so pink on the eyes, but I have managed to make them look quite brown with the use of the peachy tones, so that's very good. If you do try this look as well, make sure you tag me on Instagram so I can see it. And if you want to see more of my daily life and my job, my makeup work and my beauty work, and also my social media stuff, follow me over on Instagram. So it's Danielle Dickson MECURY, I'll leave it on the screen. And then don't forget to subscribe also so you can see my future videos. Remember, you can turn the notification bell on also to be notified when I upload a new video. So I hope you all enjoyed today's look, and I'll see you soon. Bye!